guys, it's Jennifer Nicole, and today I'm going to be showing you what I got in Ipsy box. So if you want to see that, then let's hop into the products and the unboxing right now. Okay, so let's open this up. I did cut it, but I haven't looked in it yet. First impressions, this looks like an awesome box. So the first thing is step-by-step contour palette. I added this on by Smashbox. Then we have the Ipsy Glow Mist Superhero Mascara, Face Moisturizer Watermelon Recipe, Huda Beauty Highlighting Palette, and Naked Eyeshadows. So first thing I'm going to test out, this Ipsy Sun Treats Glowing Mist with argan oil. Oh, actually, right before I try this, I forgot. There is this moisturizer. So this is the Watermelon Glow Pink Juicy Watermelon. Says for oily to combo skin, hydrates and smooths. So this is not for my skin type because I have dry skin. It's still moisturizer, so we will test it out. I've been using the Sunday O'Reilly one that I got in my Ipsy box last. I love it. I'm gonna apply this. I imagine this is gonna feel very light just because it is for oily to combo skin. Yeah, it feels super light. It feels more like a serum. Yeah, it just says it's a moisturizer without feeling greasy. I would definitely agree. It doesn't feel greasy. It almost feels like I just applied water on my face. It's so light. So there's that product. Okay, then I'm gonna go in with the Ipsy and I'm just gonna spray that all over my face. I'm always nervous when I go to spray something on my face. It was light, a nice mister. It does feel like it adds a tiny bit of luminosity to the skin. I would say more just like healthiness. My skin feels a little bit tacky and a little bit more moisturized than just using the moisturizer alone. For foundation, I'm gonna go in with the Neutrogena Hydra Boost. I've just been really enjoying this foundation. Okay, so I got the sponge wet. As you can tell, this foundation is darker than my skin right now. I generally self-tan, and so we have that going on. Actually, I think I want a little bit more coverage, and because this is darker than my skin, I'm gonna add some of the Revlon Color Stay Makeup Normal to Dry in the shade 150 Buff. So I'm gonna mix that together and then just apply that on my face to match everything to my skin a little better. I'm gonna go in with the Kat Von D setting powder and just apply that all over my face. Now that we got that all finished, I'm gonna go in with this contour palette and we'll see what it does. So this is what it looks like. I love that this is actually matte. So it has a contour, a bronzer, and a highlight. Now I know they have a few shades ranges in this one. This one doesn't, I don't see what shade it is. I'll link it in the description. Here are a few swatches of it. So now let's go ahead and put it on the face. Okay, so to apply these products, I'm gonna use the Sephora Airbrush foundation brush, but I really like it because it is kind of thinner, and so I feel like it can really just kind of chisel those out. First, I'm going to start with the contour shade. It's a little bit dusty, but nothing too bad. Just a little bit of kickback. My cheekbone is right here, and then there's the groove in between right here. I like to apply it just a little bit above because I find that I end up dragging it down a little bit, and I don't want to drag my face down. And then I'm going to take a little bit under my chin and back along my jawline back here and do the same thing on this side. The contoured side, not contoured. Contoured, not contoured. This product is very pigmented, but it is also blendable. I feel like it is kind of that perfect in between. So far, I really do like it. Okay, now I'm going to go in with a fluffier brush and just kind of soften that out a little bit. I have honestly a fairly small forehead, so I don't really like to contour it too much and make it look like it's shorter, but I just want to even it out so that you can see those same type of tones throughout my face. And then I'm going to go in with the bronzer. We'll see, as you can see, there's some kickback there. Okay, I'm going to switch to this big fluffy powder brush from Sephora. I really like the way that this distributes the bronzer. It's more just like a large wash of color, and it's really good at diffusing the product and not making it too concentrated. And I do push it all the way into my hairline so that there's not, you know, a bronzed and then the really white light scalp. And then just along underneath my chin, and then I'm just taking whatever's left and putting that on top of the contour to really marry those products together so that it has that cool undertone, but it doesn't look, you know, very different on the face. I am finding this contour to be a little bit dark, a little bit purple for me. And I think that's because I think this might be the medium. If I'm wrong, I'll put it on the screen. But I think this is the medium product. And I got it because I was self-tanned at the time. But since I'm not, as you can tell, it looks a little bit muddy. Just lightly contour my nose. Okay, now taking this fluffier Real Techniques brush again, I'm going to set my under eyes a little bit more. Yeah, as you can tell, that definitely does brighten up the under eyes. And then I'm going to take this along the bridge of my nose. A little bit on my forehead, especially where I feel like I got the bronzer a little bit too far down, so I'm just gonna blend it in there, lighten up under the contour a little bit. Now we're gonna move on to the next product in the Ipsy box, which is this Huda Beauty 3D highlighting palette. So this is what it looks like. It even has like a reflective highlight on her eyes and cheeks, which is really cool pack. These are the shades. I don't know if you can tell, this is really interesting. So this shade, these bubbles in it right here. So I know I already set my face with now a lot of powder, but I'm gonna put caution to the wind and we're gonna try this cream product and see how it lays on top of powder. Just because I'm curious. I feel like this is kind of the perfect shade for me. Also, I'm interested because it is a little bumpy. It affects the product at all. Very subtle. I like that when I turn you can see it, but when I'm straight on it just really blends in. So I do feel like it emphasizes texture. Now that I'm applying it with this sponge, I actually really like the way that it lays, and I feel like it actually is laying on top of the powder pretty well. And so I'm just gonna take that down my nose. Is definitely too strong for me, but this is too icy. So I kind of want to mix, I think I'm gonna mix the pink with a little bit of the gold. So this is the pink and gold mixed. Now I'm very highlighted. So FMA is sitting with me now. She had enough time playing in the crib. So she's gonna sit with me for a bit and we're gonna snuggle. She has so much food on her. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna set my face. I don't have blush on, but I feel like with all the different shades going on, I'm just gonna leave it. I feel like it's a little much. And I'm gonna put some of the Pixie setting spray on it. Your guys' thoughts. I feel like it's sitting on top of my skin and it's a little bit icy for a highlight, but let me know if you like it. Do you prefer your highlights a little more icy, or do you prefer them like just one of those more natural where you turn and you see it, or do you like the strong, bold highlight? Let me know in the comment section below. So next we're going to try out these naked shadows. Now when I saw that these were coming on my email, I was super excited because these are all more just neutral shadows, and whoa, that's cool. It comes out like this. Okay, so let's go through the shades. We have shade NN01, shade SN04, shade SN05, and shade SN02. So I thought that these were all matte shadows, but they're actually all shimmer. Okay, because they're all shimmer shadows, I'm gonna go back into the Smashbox contour palette, and I'm first gonna take the light shade and just apply it all over my lids. Then I'm gonna go in with the contour and bronzer mixed, and I'm just going to apply that in the crease and a little on the lid. Okay, so here are the 4 shades, shimmery and just loose powder. FMA finally went to bed, so we can finish all this up. I don't know if any of your kids do this, but she has been in this, if you have kids, she's been in this stage where she's in that fighting sleep stage. So she'll push me away because she's so tired, she wants to lay down, and then she screams and wants me to hold her. You know, we just go back and forth until she finally falls asleep. Because these shadows are so loose, I'm gonna take this Natural Finish setting spray. I'm gonna spray my brush first, just because they are just pure pigment, and I'm just pretty sure they're gonna fall everywhere. I might even try tapping it on with my finger. Now there's a few different shades. I think I'm gonna go with this more purplish shade. I normally would go for gold or browns, but I'm just feeling it. I applied it to my hand like I showed you guys, and it was gorgeous. So this is messy for sure. I'm gonna go ahead and I think as you can tell, it got on my face. I would recommend doing these eyeshadows before your foundation because there's a lot of fallout, but it is a very pretty color. So I'm gonna take my fluffy brush and see if I can flick it away. There's definitely purple sheen all the way down. So I'm gonna take a little bit of the gold on my finger and just apply that on the inner corner and brighten things up a little bit. It's fine. Ah! Yeah, okay. Glitter is everywhere. But I mean, I'm not super opposed to that. I kind of like glitter, so. Do I look like a Tin Man? A little bit. Do I like it? Kinda. Yeah, I kinda do. So that's how they look. Okay. So I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna do my brows, some lip color, and then I'll come back for the final product I have is this It's Hero Mascara. This is what it looks like. It is very large. I have a man hand and I use my hand almost, so that's saying something. This is what the wand looks like. I didn't curl my lashes or anything, so this is just what it looks like out of the gate. So this is not, I would say, is not a very volumizing mascara. It's not adding a lot of like thickness, but it's very lengthening, and it's very like, they're very separated, lengthened, lifted, and honestly, I mean, I like it. Underneath my foundation, I'm not absolutely loving, so I feel like that has influenced my thoughts a little bit. The Pixie, the first 2 times I sprayed it, as you can see on camera, I sprayed it pretty far from my face, just because that's what I do with the Wet n Wild, because it like shoots out. But I didn't feel like it actually did anything. So then this last time I sprayed it really close to my face, and I felt like it really blended in this foundation and it really hydrated my skin. It kind of melted my highlighter together. So I really love this product. I feel like it is very moisturizing, and I definitely feel like it does give you a glow and kind of settle everything in. As far as the moisturizer, I do not like this for myself. It could be great for somebody with oily skin, but since I have really dry skin, I honestly feel like this even dried me out a little bit. But again, it could have just been the foundation, which is a little bit more drying. But I don't love this. I don't see myself reaching for this product. If you have oily skin and you need something that just absorbs straight into your skin and won't cause you to look greasy, I definitely think this could work. The eyeshadows, I think I'm a little bit undecided. They are beautiful shades, they're beautiful colors. They're they're shiny in a different way than just like a metallic shadow. I think they look a little more natural and add a little bit more of a natural, but they also are very loose, like they fall all over your face. And so mascara, I generally think that I like volumizing, but I'm actually really liking this because it is so lengthening and dark and just separates the lashes really well. I always have mine clumped together really bad on this lash in the center, and they were clumping a little bit, but for the most part they were just separated, which is something I really struggle with. So I think I will love this mascara. The contour palette, I love how pigmented it is. I really enjoy the shades. The only thing is, with my skin tone currently, it is a little bit too dark. I think this contour shade went a little bit muddy. I think the bronzer's good. I think even this lighter brightening shade is good. Highlight, I really enjoy. I do feel like it gives a little bit of a chunkiness to it, just really frosty. But this shade right here that has those like weird dots in it, and it looks like this. So I don't know, I was worried about the texture being really weird, and it is weird, but I feel like when you apply it on the skin, I really like the shade, and I like how natural it is and how much it blends into my natural skin tone. So overall, I think this was a fantastic box. Now the products that I got without the Smashbox, because the Smashbox is originally $24, I paid $12 for it, so half price on the Smashbox. But the box itself, everything that came with the box, is valued at $130. And I do see myself using every single product with the exception of the moisturizer. I think I will pass this on to somebody who does have oily skin. But everything else I absolutely love and would recommend and use. So that's my review of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the like button if you liked it. Share the video. It really helps me out and I really appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful day.